What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another SAO Alicization Rising Steel video. That's still really long to say. I'll get used to it. I just made a video yesterday talking about the gacha system, and we were talking about the pre-registration stuff, and it's actually crazy because they just posted it on the 20. So what? 2 days earlier, they posted that we just hit the 300,000, and 2 days later, lo and behold, we crushed it. We hit the 400,000 pre-registration goal. So everyone, I assume they'll probably have this for like the first month of the game. So if you aren't able to play day one, it won't be a big deal. As long as you're playing within like the first month, you'll probably have access to this 4-star Alice. But they added a fifth threshold. So for 500,000, which we're obviously going to crush. If we hit 400,000 in 2 days, I don't see why we wouldn't hit this. But we're getting this 4-star Eye Patch Alice limit break item. Any element, that is confusing because obviously we have no idea what that means yet. This does remind me a lot of the limit break item for memory defrag. Kind of like you need those, I don't know what they're called exactly, but they're like the 3 different types of limit break items. So for the first limit break, you can use the basic ones, which you need 100 of. And then, well, you need 100 of all of them regardless, but there's 3 different stages. There's those, then there's the second tier and the third tier. This kind of reminds me of like the second tier one, but limit break item, any element. So I haven't even had time to kind of process this because I wanted to get this out here to you guys as fast as possible, but I'm trying to think what like any element could mean. So I wonder if limit breaking a character gives them a specific element type. And as you can see here, that there's like a picture, obviously, of Alice, and then you've got Kirito in the wheelchair. That's obviously going to be part of the anime. So I don't know what this artwork is for, if it actually has to do with the limit break. Maybe as you limit break Alice, her card art is going to change. I could definitely see it being something along those lines, but, so limit break item, any element. And it's specific, well, it says specifically for the Eye Patch Alice. So I wonder if each character, each 4-star character, or just character in general, is going to have a specific limit break item that they're going to be able to get. So I might be overthinking this. This literally could just be a limit break item, any element, so you can use it on any character. But the fact that they're just putting Eye Patch Alice as part of it just makes me think it's an exclusive limit break item just for her. So I wonder if we're going to have specific limit break items for all these characters. Another thing I kind of want to bring up here. So let's just read the whole thing. Congratulations, the number of pre-registrations is increasing at an amazing rate. Pre-registration reward, 4-star, a Knight's Resolve Alice released. Also, an additional 500,000 pre-registration has been decided. So what this kind of tells me here is they're probably close to releasing the game, but they're probably not ready just yet. If that December 11th date is like the finalized date, then obviously we're going to have to wait for that, but maybe usually when they do something like this, where they add another tier, like if the game was ready to come out now, like if, kind of like I talked in my previous video, if Alice was the final tier, and let's say the game was slated, so today's the 27th, let's say the game was slated for like October 5th, they probably wouldn't even bother putting another thing here if they were ready to release the game. They would just be like, okay. Because a lot of mobile games, they do wait for all their pre-registrations to get hit to release the game. So that way, 1, the players get everything from it, and 2, it helps build pre-registrations for the game, which in turn helps them for popularity for the game. But what this kind of tells me here that they're adding another threshold is that they're just not quite ready to release the game yet, but I would say, if this is because we're going to hit this 500,000 within the next week at the most. If they don't add another threshold after that, I would say the game probably has to come out within like a couple weeks, because if they are actually just like doing the finishing touches, then I don't see any reason to keep adding thresholds if you are ready to release the game. But let me know what you guys think down below. That's pretty much all the information I have for you today. Obviously, if anything else comes out, I will let you guys know. But as of right now, we've gotten our threshold. This limit break item does have me confused, but I am glad in a way because a lot of newer, well, some older mobile games have this too, but what I've been kind of worried about and that I've seen is that a lot of mobile games require dupes for you to limit break the character. This is a good sign to me that this will be some kind of obtainable item in the game. It could be something where it's like you just pull for characters, and if you pull a dupe for a character, you get crystals, kind of like memory defrag, so that could be what this is. I'm hoping that's not the case, and I'm very curious how many limit breaks each character is going to have. You know, most mobile games do like 4 or 5 limit breaks for a character. So you roughly have to get either the materials for that, or you have to get that many copies of that specific character. But obviously with the other SAO games, I don't know how Integral Factor does it, because I've never pulled enough 4 stars for it to matter, because my luck in that game is crap. But I know for Memory Defrag, obviously, if you pull a 4 or 5 6-star character and you pull them again, you get a higher amount of currency than if you just pull another like 2 or 3 star. But let me know what you guys think down below. This is all very exciting stuff. I'm very excited for this game to come out and start making content on it for you guys. So yeah, definitely know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.